Alright, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this. This is George, the Magic Man and the Magic Pan, and this is my third instalment of Pancake TV. This is a little video blog, letting you know how things have been going, and things like that. So, what's been happening? We've been doing this 3 weeks now. 3 weeks, 3 instalments. Hey, I'm consistent. How's it been? First week, absolutely manic crazy, especially the opening night where I think we made about 74 pancakes, and yours truly wasn't quite ready for that, let's be honest. I hadn't expected so much support from the wonderful community, so big up yourselves. And then the second week was even busier, like on a more consistent basis and manageable. I learned some lessons and I'm now like really pleased with the product that's going out. I'm really pleased with the beautiful pancakes that are being made. Thank you to everyone for their feedback. And then last week, a combination of sunshine and football kind of sparked off that great British tradition of, oh my God, it's sunny, let's rip off all our clothes and have a barbecue and not visit any eating establishments. So yeah, speaking to quite a few peeps who run restaurants and that, they were all pretty quiet. That didn't stop yours truly from absolutely pooing himself and going, oh my God, my life is over! Because we only sold about 4 pancakes on one day. But it's all good. It's teaching me, who is someone not very patient, to be patient. You know, knowing that you can't really judge what's a long-term project on the, you know, space of one day and the results and consequences of even a week, you know. So it's been quite a brutal learning curve, but, you know, like a really blessed learning curve. And again, just, you know, thank you from my heart to everyone. What else have we got to talk about? Oh yeah, so the learning as well. We've had a few meetings with various people. Big up Jeff, and also my father. Big up my father. Having a chat with him, and we reckon that probably setting the Magic Pan up as a not-for-profit social enterprise is, in the long term, going to fulfil us most and deliver the greatest benefit to the community. So that is the plan. That's what we're going to be doing fairly shortly, and on that track, we kind of, you know, we want some feedback from you guys. What can the Magic Pan do in this community? You know, what can we help to build? Because that's what's going to keep certainly my heart beating, my lovely lady's heart beating, and, you know, everyone involved with it. We want to, you know, we want a cafe that's for the community, by the community, and that has genuine positive impact in the community. Because with this whole internet malarkey, from a very small space, you can create a massive, massive buzz, a massive impact. So it's one of those where the local actions we take with the Magic Pan as a social enterprise can really, one hopes, you know, be the spark that ignites the blaze on a global scale. You know, act local, think global. So this is what we'd like to do, but we need your feedback, we need your help. You guys are amazing, you're so brilliantly creative. Please, you know, let us know, get in touch. What else? Oh yeah, so on the whole topic of social enterprise, I've been looking at trying to get an apprentice in, because one of the things I love, especially when I was managing the restaurant I used to manage, Queen's Restaurant in Leamington, very good, there's a plug for Laura, was I love training up my staff and getting them to a standard where, to be honest, they were as capable as I was. You know, they'd locked down the service aspect, they knew the organisation, they knew what was required in a business sense as well, they'd learnt sales techniques, all these things where, you know, if you can run a restaurant, if you can do kind of anything in the service industry, it requires a great deal of intelligence. Anyone who thinks just a waiter or waitress is a simple table jockey is sorely deluded. Mate, you've got to be sharp to do this shit well. Excuse my French. So yeah, I loved kind of training people up and, you know, seeing them develop and blossom. And that's something I'd really like to bring to bear on the Magic Pan. So with that in mind, we've contacted an organisation called Future Jobs, who provide for someone to come in, a member of staff to come in 25 hours a week, and they will pay, the Future Job scheme will pay them a wage. So it's a great way for startup businesses to, you know, have a benefit in the community and also to, you know, help themselves essentially. It's a bit of a wound because at the moment I'm applying for that and it should be okay, it should go through once I get myself set up as a social enterprise, sorry. But dear old Mr. Cameron, with his budget cuts and that, is scrapping the scheme. And it's just, I don't know, you know, it's one of those, I'm sure, our great financial crisis that, but mate, when you're making these kind of cuts, you're genuinely harming the amazing work that some amazing people do. I'm listing Hybrid Arts here, I'm listing the Gap Community Centre, Bath Place, all these places that do so much for people who are struggling in our community and for young people who have got no direction. And for old people, mate, you know, I'm yet to get fully involved in the kind of in the helping of old people in our community, but I know that these cuts are just gonna, it's literally like a knife in the heart of people who work so hard and are so dedicated. So on the very small off chance that any random politician or person with influence is watching this, mate, have a look, have a think, because you do not need to be cutting where you're cutting, because you are slicing away the social fabric of our communities. And mate, it's just going to get worse. Antisocial behaviour will increase, vandalism will increase, and you'll spend a shitload more than you would if you just invested in some positive community projects. So yeah, that's my kind of take on how the politics on a national level really impacts on a small local level. But I guess if we think our cuts are going to be savage and it's going to be brutal, mate, spare a thought for Ireland, where, you know, it's basically not really been mentioned in the press too much. I came across a story today where if in England we've got to do cuts of like 6 billion or something, in Ireland they've already had cuts of 150 billion, which just literally left communities fully bereft. So, I mean, I don't know what we can do, but mate, Ireland, you're in our thoughts. So yeah, and then finally, on the whole social enterprise aspect, I want to kind of start bringing in community creativity, members of our community who have got so much to give, who are so talented and creative. One thing I'm more thinking is, can we design some t-shirts that, for example, we can have a display in the Magic Pan where local artists, anybody can design t-shirts with slogans or, you know, attractive artwork, and we can then have those for sale in the Magic Pan. What else? Community music. If you're out there making music, whether you're a young person, old person, you know, how can we help promote you? But all of this is, you know, it needs to come from you guys. Feed us, you know, feed us. Let us know. Let us get the word out there. Speak to us, talk to us, come and perform. Fridays at the Magic Pan is music night. So yeah, if you know a band, if you are a band, a musician, an artist, let us know. We want to give you space to show yourself. And finally, it's just a brief little ting. Let's leave you with a little poem. I may have to freestyle towards the end. This is one thing I'm going to have to work into my routine of the whole Magic Pan, preparing stuff, being there in the evenings, is space to write, because you know this feeds my soul and I need to keep that going. So this is a little thing, just, you know, rhyming. You gotta love it. Blood, I'm known to raise riot, never known to stay quiet. Every time I seize the mic I blow with straight fire. I show the fake liars the place for their retire. Men I'm heaven sent and complimenting my desire is a passion that knows no bounds or limits. Whatever the situation, blood, I'm gonna win it, cause I'm in it. To the D-A-T to the H, knowing my heart delivers my fate. And whatever the stakes, whatever the rate, I'ma be doing this, no debate, never giving to hate. I'm seeking to love. And I'm doing this for you, my sisters and bros. One love. This is George of the Magic Pan, Magic Pan, Magic Pan, Magic Pan. This is George of Pancake TV signing out. Love you all. Be in touch.